get me!
Sup? How's everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a good weekend so far. I'll get into mine and how mine has been in just a bit, but for now, let's get this intro out of the way. So today, I'm going to be carrying on with Chapter 5 and exploring Indol and finally meeting the man himself, Praetor Amalthus. But before that, I have a side quest from last time that I need to finish. And I've also noticed there's a salvage point here.
Time for some treasure hunting.
Oh god! That one really swapped the buttons around on me.
I'm back. Miss me? Ha.
Apparently it went well though. But yeah, so my day has been a bit of a disaster. So I went back home to Peterborough last night because it was a friend of mine's birthday. So I got the train down there yesterday to go have some drinks with them. And I was planning on coming back this morning. But as it turns out, there were train strikes today, so I had to get the train to a place called Grantham, where I met my cousin, spent the day with them, and then I had to get them to drop me off in Nottingham, and then get the bus back to Derby from there. So I'm very tired. I'm also slightly hanging. So rather than my usual water, I have Pepsi because I need a lot of caffeine to get through today's stream. That said, I'm stoked. I like Chapter 5, and the second half of it is pretty good. Looking forward to getting into it. Just take care of these cross dips. So I've been quite busy between streams. I've started my blade grind, so I've started raising the trust of the blades that I'd like to showcase the quest for. And while I was doing that, I filled out the affinity charts of all of my current blades. I also got a bunch of new Ort scores and added them on to everyone. So quickly run you through what I did there. So I don't think Mithra's changed that much. Wulfric now has Fusion Combo 2 and Art Stealth. Rock is Indoor Attack Up and Critical Up. Bridget is Outdoor Attack Up and Specials Level 2. Percival has Aggro Boost. Cassandra has Specials Level 2 and Element Orbender. This one's quite fun. If I can get into a chain attack with Cassandra, that'll be fun to show off, because it has a really cool effect. Dromark has Specials Level 1 and Arts Heal. Crossset has a lot. She has Physical Defense Up, Fusion Combo Up, and Opening Art. And then Ardainian has Critical Up and another Specials Level 2 +1. Because I got quite a lot of those. They seem to be quite common. While I was doing that, though, I noticed that a certain blade is now ready to be pulled.
My power? It's like a warm, soft bed. I'm here to soothe your weary hearts and souls.
So, Vess is an electric element bitball blade. There's not too much to talk about here. She's a fairly standard healer. She does have a surprisingly high critical hit stat, but there's no real way to take advantage of it. She's not the best blade ever, but she's not terrible either. I just like to get her as I like her quest. Her field skills are Forestry, which will increase the amount of tree collectibles you get, Fortitude, which is a very commonly used field skill, and Dumpling Pro. A crafting field skill like Pyra's cooking, except you can only make dumplings. I have some deep-seated trauma from maxing out this one. I spent 3 hours farming rice. It wasn't fun. You don't like her eyes. Yeah, her eyes are a bit odd. I feel like the eyes are in a different art style to the rest of the game, and it looks a bit off. Anyway, I do like Vess as a character. She's cute, so she can go on Nia.
I will attend to your every need, at least for fighting.
In the meantime, though, I have a quest that I need to continue. If I can find the quest log, there we go. So, that Merc mission that I asked me to do, I did that between streams. So, I can carry on with this one. Let's get it out of the way. Yeah, her artwork is a lot better than her model. There are quite a few blades that suffer from that. One of them we might see, Dahlia. If you've seen Dahlia, her art is a lot better than her model. Her model is atrocious. Right, Torogoth Relay Base, that's where I want to go.
Phew. That was a slog.
Let us go.
Yeah, and I think like other series like Pokemon have the same issue. Like, look how many Pokemon just suddenly looked really weird once you put them into 3D. We've noticed the false rumours have started to spread. The core crystal hunters are sure to bite now. We've already got a capture squad at the ready. All we need now is the Merc group support. So yeah, there's another Merc mission. So I'm going to get that going while I actually get started on the main event today. That's the wrong tab. That's the wrong tab again. Goddamn menu lag. Ambush. Oh, never mind. No, this is it's not technically a Merc mission. It doesn't have like a proper timer on it. It just lasts until you finish the quest. So, let's go fire, electric, someone with strength 20. I guess Florin can go.
For my safe return. The group's name will be Florin Trancers.
Back in a bit.
Just remember to have fun.
Right, so now that they're on their way, I should... Yes. So I've begun the mission. That should be all I need to do. Valdorm's Mound. I don't know where that is. I want to say it's on the upper level. I guess we'll find out. See, this kind of Merc mission where you're not actually waiting for the timer, I don't mind. But the first kind, no, they are really annoying when they turn up in quests. Okay, so now that I'm actually in Morardain, where the hell is this quest? Oh, it's on the lower level. Okay.
We're here.
Let's get going.
Oh, it's here! Ah.
Look.
Don't move.
Great.
You meant well. But still, you've fallen into our trap.
Huh?
Pincer attack! We in tight squeeze! Looks like they read us like a book.
You thought you had us, did you? I've put paid to 1,000 fools like you in my time. And you thought I wouldn't see right through your little plan. I think your little soldier friends have already copped it about now.
I think you underestimate the Ardainian Empire.
I'm not so sure. We're quite the capable bunch too, you know. Since we're putting all the core crystals we've taken to very good use.
Well, we'll just have to put those skills to the test then, won't we?
I'm gonna enjoy this. Praxis! Theory! Take him down!
Can I just say how much I appreciate Nia sitting like an actual cat in that cutscene? It's adorable. I love Nia so much. Right, let's take out the driver first. He shouldn't be too much trouble. We're quite overpowered. We have the power of the Aegis on our side. Plus, we're 5 levels higher. Okay, that's done him in. Now it's time for Praxis. I'll beat them with the power of friendship. Oh, yes. Right, Nia, let's go for the lightning bolt. And I don't think we're going to get a chance to land the second sun, yeah. She died too quickly.
Driving us into a corner, eh? I've got to admit, I'm impressed. Come on, Theory. Praxis. Try a little harder, won't you? You were born to fight, weren't you? So act like you mean it.
Understood. Praxis, let's go.
I'll set them up for you. Move on my signal.
She vanished.
Where'd she go? Praxis?
The core crystal.
What? She turned into core crystal?
What's the meaning of this? Has her driver succumbed?
Damn! They demolished the support squad? Guess the plan to keep her driver at a distance backfired. Can't anyone do their bloody job right? Theory. We're leaving.
But what about Praxis?
We can't just stick around, can we? Shut your trap and do as I say.
But...
Forget about that good for nothing. Just hurry up and come with me.
We just stole that guy's waifu. Florin killed someone. Oh, yes. Also, welcome to the stream, Karkis. How are you doing today? Nah, but Florin's capable of murder. He might look sweet, but he's cruel inside.
Let's rest a spell.
Let's get going.
I've just noticed a chest over there. I'd like to go and get that. First of all, Lady Morag, I'm sorry. We cut the enemy's numbers in half with the aid of the Garfont mercs, and we were able to defeat a driver. As a result, we lost most of the men in our squad and were forced to retreat. I knew Praxis' driver had to have been elsewhere. She must have returned to her core crystal after he was defeated. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. No, you are not to blame. The fault lies with me for incorrectly gauging the enemy's strength. It pains me to say, but I didn't expect to be contending with such a dangerous threat. Hey, no need to be so down in the dumps. It's not like the plan failed completely. We still got one of them. Praxis and her driver are out of the picture for now. And we got a good overview of our opponent's strength and plans. This seems like a satisfactory result. But we can't let the rest of them get away now, can we? Agreed, and I don't intend to. The longer they remain at large, the more victims there will be. Then we will continue in pursuit of the perpetrator and try to gather as much intel as we can. We'll also make preparations on our side so that we can move at the earliest notice. I wish you the best of luck. Mom? Yes, Mom. So, that's that quest done for now. Praxis can wait in the bag for a little bit. I'm not ready to wake her up just yet. I know exactly who I want to put her on, though. Oh, hold on. I've just noticed. Hello, sir. I got demoted for letting Torna get away. And now I'm back to the old garrison patrol. I see. But I've got to say, it's a fair sight better than being bossed around by a lousy boss. My salary took a hefty blow, but really, this suits me just fine. I can get by. I love how Morag says I see like she wasn't the one that demoted him. Poor Padraig. There we go. Boom. What have we got in here?
All mine.
Hey, a bunch of core crystals. And I missed all that stuff up there. Oh well. Right, before I get back to Indol, I'd like to make a quick detour to Leftheria, because there was a heart-to-heart that I missed. I think it's in Fawcett Waters? Yeah. I think the best place to quick travel to would be Fawcett itself and walk.
Keep a close eye out for trouble. Where do we go from here?
Oh. Man, I love Leftheria. It's so peaceful here.
Hey, everyone.
He said the thing. Yeah, Leftheria is a really nice area. Any excuse to come back here is a good excuse. Hold on, did my mercs come back? Yeah, they did. Okay. And I also got a bunch of affinity on everyone.
hun.
I haven't even.
Oh wow, Vest got that really quick. Okay, everyone's looking good and up to date.
It must have sensed
I'm going to ignore you. I don't want to kill the adorable Bunnet. You know, I may be a bloodthirsty maniac some days, but not today. God, those clouds look really pretty. I don't know what, like, shader they use for this game. I assume it would be a custom one, but the clouds look so good. It's one of the things this game does really, really well. Makes them look so gorgeous. I can't go that way. I want to try and avoid these Tirkin. I don't really want to fight them. Murdering smugglers is fine, but hurting a rabbit, never. Exactly. I have my moral lines that I won't cross. Also, welcome to the stream, Iron Pro. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day. Right. Heart-to-heart time.
Hey, Poppy?
Yes?
I was just thinking how curious it is. Even though you look completely different, you're still the same Poppy.
Poppy very strange. Even Tora thinks so sometimes.
Even though you made her?
That right. She grew so much. Bam! All at once.
Perhaps friends could call Poppy by her model name?
Very good idea.
What do you mean by model name?
Well, Poppy's smallest mode actually has name Poppy Alpha.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And this form called Poppy Quixotic Tutelar.
Wow, that is a very impressive name.
If friends refer to Poppy as Poppy Quixotic Tutelar when in this form, Poppy very happy.
Well, that's a little bit of a mouthful.
Quixotic Tutelar. True, true. It's difficult to say. Distinction of poppies may be too hard now.
Really?
Yes. In fact, Tora works secretly on even more improved mode for Poppy. When that finished, must differentiate between whole 3 different modes. But that far too much bother. Poppy! That nice and simple. Best way to call.
What's Poppy's third mode like?
That excellent question. It's called Quantum Techno Champion Pi.
That is another very impressive name.
It sounds powerful.
Name came to Tora suddenly when he decided whether to enter swimming pool with left or right foot.
Name origin stories sound completely irrelevant.
So, how exactly are you going to remodel Poppy?
Tora not decided yet.
Oh, really?
Name only first step in process.
Sound like it not happen anytime soon.
It not take that long. Tora brainstorm day and night. Suddenly one day new design will appear like ether bulb overhead. That's just how inventors do.
If Master Pond say so.
When inspiration strike, Master Pond power up Poppy ASAP. Please trust in Master Pond.
Understood. But if Poppy had breath, Poppy would not hold it.
You not trust Master Pond at all.
Appearances may change, but Poppy will always be Poppy, huh?
A third Poppy form, eh? I wonder if we'll ever get to see that. Almost makes you wonder if they came up with a cloud graphics tech and then based a setting around that. You know, it's very possible. Either way, however they came up with the setting, I'm glad they did. All the rest is very unique. I really like it.
Time for some treasure hunting.
Okay, this one is a nice, easy salvage point.
All right.
Can redeem myself a little bit.
This looks like it'll be something good.
Oh god, it's one of those things. These things really are quite bizarre. They're quite a cool enemy though, even if they are a bit weird. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, if you've got the tech and you can do something new and cool, you find an excuse to use it. What does it actually mean then, Sam? Because I don't know.
Come out.
In my experience.
Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Well, I don't know where you came from, but I know where I sent you. Anyway, I think that's enough of the distractions. I think it's finally time to head back to Indol and start getting on with the story once again. So, I will pre-warn you, Indol is very, very cutscene heavy. There's not much in the way of gameplay, so you probably won't be hearing much of me for the next hour or so of stream, but honestly, that's probably for the best. My throat is still quite sore from all the partying last night and all the alcohol, so I will appreciate the chance to give it a bit of a rest. Although, before I go forward, are there any actually useful shops around here? Doesn't look like it.
And arrived.
So, Quixotic equals extremely idealistic, unrealistic, and Tutor equals protector guard. Oh! So it's unrealistic guardian. I guess Tora called it that because he didn't think he could make it initially. Because obviously they needed parts from Lila to do it.
No more blades, no more war. What does that mean?
That, my fuzzy-eared friend, is an anti-blade protest. The refugees have really been going at it since last year or so.
Whoa, where do you come from? What do you do? Swim, yeah? Did blades do something wrong?
The Praetorium is single-handedly responsible for doling out core crystals to other countries. Though sometimes the likes of Dougal and Banna grab a piece of the pie.
Therefore, Indol has the power to control war itself?
That's one way of looking at it. At least.
But war is about much more than just blades and drivers.
I know that, and you know that, but that doesn't mean they're gonna accept it.
I guess so. There's a lot of Gormoti here.
They fled the Gormoti War 10 years ago. But here they are, refugees still.
Yes, they're a funny old lot, you know. We feed them, we water them, and this is the thanks we get. Don't these ruffians know that manners cost nothing? I swear, you lend these people a hand and they want the whole bloody arm.
It's easy to disregard things beyond your control and direct your anger at targets closer to hand.
Do you have something to say?
Not really.
Out with it, Rex.
More Ardain's Titan. It's dying, and everybody knows it. That's why you need Gormot.
Our population is large. Larger than Uraya's.
But you don't have the resources to support all those people.
You are astute for someone so young.
Us salvagers pick up more than just artifacts. I'm not daft. I know fine words alone won't change reality.
So you seek Elysium?
Is that wrong?
No. I was just reminded how young you are.
Still, if it's Rex, or people who harp on about justice with no solutions, I'm betting on Rex.
I must admit, I do respect the boy's drive.
Ah. I'm just stumbling my way forward.
So there's potentially quite a lot to unpack there. I'm not going to get into that kind of political discussion on stream, though. Really, really not the place for it. But I do like that the story does address that kind of thing. This game is a lot more mature than people give it credit for.
Morag, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Rex is the one who woke up Mithra. And I think he appreciates what that means.
And?
It's just that, well, you're not doing anything to stop us. Why is that?
Because of Adam. 500 years ago, he became this great hero who we celebrate even today. But I know him only through legends. A chance to see what his blade is capable of for myself, I confess I was intrigued. So here I am.
You know I'm not Adam, right?
But you are the Aegis's driver. The second you're under Imperial control, you won't be that hero anymore.
Huh. I'm not sure I follow.
People with great power should be their own masters? Is that what you mean?
Close enough. You can interpret it that way if you like.
Even the mighty Flamebringer can be bloody hard work sometimes. Can't you just admit the real reason?
I don't like what you're implying.
The Inner Praetorium is beyond this gate. Here you will find the main administrative facilities. With your permission, I'll show you to your lodgings.
This is Ceres Plaza. Wow, it's pretty huge. Busy too. I dare say many people gather here on religious pilgrimages. Precisely correct. Many people arrive in Indol with each coming day. And the building you see ahead is the Indoline Sanctum. Impressive isn't the half of it. Really, how'd you like it, eh? Really makes you appreciate the majesty of the Praetorium, right? Where'd you get off sounding so proud, Shelled? It's magnificent. Truly magnificent. Rooms have already been made ready for you. You'll find them to the left as you enter the Sanctum. We get to stay in big fancy building. You are our honoured guests here, after all. Quite amazing. Now then, shall we go? Alright, so I believe it's over this way. Yes. It's a set... No, hold on. We got to go through the building first. I'm skipping a step here. Just walk past all of these totally not important NPCs. But this place is gorgeous. They put a lot of thought into the architecture here. It looks really, really nice. Very noble and pristine.
And arrived.
Oh, this is where we were going.
Yeah, it's this way. So this place is basically a free inn, if I remember correctly. Lady Fan told us you would be coming. You must have endured great hardship on your journey. Please, feel free to use the chambers we've prepared for you. Enjoy your stay.
Your audience with the Praetor is scheduled for tomorrow in the Sanctum's audience chamber. If there is nothing else, I shall take my leave.
Okay. Thanks for all your help.
My pleasure. Good night.
Night. Hey, Pyra. So, Adam, what kind of a person was he?
Should I ask Mithra?
No, it's fine. I was just wondering.
He was incredible.
Incredible?
In Mithra's memories, I mean. I knew him only very briefly before I went to sleep. But Mithra can't remember a more genuine, courageous person. She had never met a more wonderful man.
He sounds like a real hero.
Mm-hmm. And you remind her of him a lot.
Oh, I do I? Great. Wait, what?
I suppose Mithra won't be very pleased I told you that.
Pyra, come on.
I agree with her, you know.
It's cold this morning. Miss Fan.
Oh, has somebody got a little crush?
Nia, what are you doing here?
Early riser. Always have been. Oh, I see how it is here. I wonder what Pyra and Mithra would think.
Hey, no! You got the wrong... Just
what? Go on.
I don't know. I thought she looked... sad.
Oh, good morning, you two. There's still some time before your audience.
Sorry, we just woke up really early.
Ah, I see.
That's a pretty nice mural. Very... grand.
It depicts the creation of Alrest. They say this mural was painted long ago, when the nation of Indol was still new.
Oh, you've been looking at it for a while?
They're missing.
What do you mean by they?
My memories. I know that I must have been around since this mural was first painted, or even earlier, but I don't remember that time at all.
Well, you are a blade.
I don't know who I was, or what I did. And I'd really like to.
Mithra's lived for an awful long time. Maybe she'll know something about you.
Mithra called me Haze earlier. Could it be possible that she met me somewhere before? Sometime in the past?
Do you want to ask her later?
Could I? Thank you very much.
No need to thank me. You helped us too.
Look at you going all red. I'll tell Pyra, I swear.
What? I told you, it's not like that.
We'll see.
Hey, relax. You'll give yourself wrinkles. A driver and blade are one in body and soul. It was you who told me that. Well, the other you, I mean.
You mean Mithra?
Of course. It was 500 years ago, so perhaps you have forgotten.
Oh, I do remember saying that. So it's true? But how could she possibly remember?
You're wondering how I could remember words from so long ago?
What's this?
You could call it a diary, I suppose. It contains details about my past lives. It's the only way I have to remember. When we return to the core crystal, our minds are wiped clean of all memories. Though a blade's life is eternal, our effective lifespans as individuals are far shorter than a human's. You know, it's not just me. A lot of blades try to preserve their memories in journals like this one, even though it's often futile. After all, a core crystal cannot protect a diary. Usually, the volume is lost to us, along with our memories. I'm fortunate amongst blades. I'm passed down as an imperial treasure and recorded in official chronicles.
Bridget?
I don't know where your true intentions lie. I can only make an educated guess. But Rex, he is your driver. If you truly trust him, I would advise you tell him everything. If you can't do that even for him, you shouldn't be his blade at all.
I just...
If you care about him, it's even more important. I know what it's like to be afraid of rejection. I really do. But if you don't tell him now, you're just storing up pain for later, not making it easier.
The way you say that, you really do see right through me.
Well, we go back a long way, as you recall. And we're both blades, after all.
It's almost time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get a bit nervous. Be careful not to say anything disrespectful. I know, I know. The audience chamber's just across the courtyard. We'll be there in a jiffy. Well, we can hardly keep the praetor himself waiting. Shall we head out? So there's quite a bit to unpack there, so rather than going over it all, I'll just say that I really like Fan. She's sweet. She's just a nice, kind, caring character. And kind of adorable. Anyway, through these doors. It's the man we've heard so much about. Praetor Amalthus.
Praetor. Praetor Amalthus. The boy has arrived, Your Eminence.
Thank you. So you're Rex. I've heard much.
Hi, you're not the Praetor, are you?
Huh? No way.
Indeed. I am Amalthus. I understand your surprise. I imagine you expected somebody older.
We heard that you were Cole's driver. Your Eminence. Sorry.
No need for formalities. I am a mere representative of the Praetorium. The name Praetor is simply a decoration, if you will. In any case, we're the same, you and I. Aegis drivers. I consider us equals.
I feel a bit better now you've put it that way. Your Eminence.
You're different somehow. I seem to recall a more forceful personality.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here. I got this from Cole. He said it belonged to you. Please.
Ah, Cole. That brings back memories.
We're looking for a way to Elysium. Cole told us that you would know the way. I have to get to Elysium. To save Allrest, any way I can. I mean, we won't know for sure what we can do until we get there, I suppose. But if the stories are true, it's somewhere we can all live safely. It has to be real.
Long ago. Too long ago, I used to think like you. Indeed, it led me to climb the World Tree. However, I did not find Elysium. Or the Architect. I believe it was because I was unworthy.
Rex, I know your desire all too well. I shall help you on your quest.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
No need for thanks. This may be my destiny. The reason I've lived all these years. And now...
Pyra. My name is Pyra.
I would be honored to have a moment alone with Pyra. I'd like to reminisce a little.
So Old Man Cole really did know the Praetor. Who'd have thought?
World is small place.
Will Pyra be okay by herself?
He's the Praetor, dimwit. What's he gonna do, eat her?
Back there, I felt something weird for a second.
What? Rex?
It felt like we were talking to that Malos guy.
You're imagining things. You know he's Malos's driver and it's messing with your head.
They not seem alike to me.
No, I know. It was just for an instant. Just this one moment where I couldn't tell if we were talking to the Praetor or Malos. Sorry, I'm not explaining it well.
There are blades who are influenced a lot by their drivers during resonance. Their appearance, their personality. That's probably all it is.
Perhaps it was due to your bond with Pyra. That could have heightened your perception of such things.
It was painted 1,500 years ago. Even through exposure to the elements, it has never needed repair, always as pristine as the day it was made. The technique is long forgotten. I often wonder if we are growing as a people, or in fact, regressing. What do you think?
Well, I'm just amazed at how little you've changed. Has nobody ever wondered about that?
I am Indoline, and the driver of an Aegis. It keeps me young.
If you say so. Why do this now, though? You've never let anyone go there before, have you?
Times change, Mithra. So do people.
That's not an answer.
I would like to believe there is one who can reach the Architect and save this dying world. Is that really so strange?
And Rex is the one.
Would you have resonated with him if he did not hold such potential?
Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. Welcome back. How was it, Pyra? Mostly he was just talking with Mithra. They knew each other before, right? Yes. Honoured guests. Oh, Fan. You must be tired after today's events, so please rest here another night. She may have a point. All we really did was talk to Praetor Amalthus, but I feel quite worn out. Let's take them up on that offer. Yeah, sounds like a good plan. Tora, not object. Want to sleep on fluffy puffy bed every night. Then let's return to the Sanctum. And thus, one of my favourite Xenoblade memes was born. Are we growing as a people? Or are we in fact regressing? Also, I just noticed a slight goof in that cutscene. Pyra was the active Aegis, but because I had Mithra equipped, Rex had her sword instead of Pyra's. You've never gone back to this mural. I would try and decode it now, but I can't really talk about the creation of Old West without getting into some major spoilers, so I guess we're going to have to do that in our own time. But it is a very nice painting, it's very pretty. Anyway, back to the Sanctum Inn. Like I said, there's a lot of just cutscenes and walking around in this bit of the chapter. But it is all important story stuff, so we've got to do it. You must be tired after your audience with Praetor Amalthus. We've prepared your rooms. I hope you have a pleasant night's sleep.
Still intact after all these centuries. Amazing. Pinnacle of flesh-eater technology. Tenacious creatures, humans.
I'm so sorry to do this to you.
I see. Very well. It appears Senator Roderick paid a visit to the Praetorium last night, off the record. Did you know that?
No. I haven't heard anything from His Majesty. Why now, I wonder? I can't imagine he was just paying his respects.
Do you think it's something to do with the excavation? Temperantia?
The issue His Majesty mentioned. If that is the case, he must be making covert deals with the Praetorium. Curse that man.
Sincere apologies, everyone, but I come with an urgent request. Please go to the audience chamber at once.
Well, things are starting to kick off, but the fate of the world can wait because my drink is empty, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye!
I love refrigerators.
Right, I'm back. Is his VA American? I assume you're talking about Amalthus. I believe all Indolines actually have what's called a transatlantic accent, which is, I think it's a sort of a halfway point between British and American. I think it was from like a colony or something. But actually, if you've ever watched the show Doctor Who, you might recognize Amalthus's voice, because he's voiced by the actor that played Henry Van Staten in Christopher Eccleston's Dalek episode, which really surprised me when I learnt that, because the characters are about as different as you can get. But it just kind of just further adds to how many people from Doctor Who are in Xenoblade, which is kind of weird, and I know it really annoys a friend of mine. Yeah, that guy. I mean, that's all you can really do to describe that character. He's not the most incredible character or anything. That said, I think he does a really good job as Amalthus. I really like Amalthus's voice acting. It's very kind of smooth and relaxing to listen to.
As you may know, there is a demilitarized zone between Mor Ardain and Urayan. Temperantia. Think of it as a buffer between the two nations. We've received word of fighting in the area. Mor Ardain are in possession of a Titan weapon. They're advancing as we speak towards the Urayan garrison.
Impossible.
Well, the two countries' Titans are at their closest right now.
You're saying we were waiting for a chance to strike? Unthinkable. Our people would never go to war against His Majesty's will.
At any rate, we must investigate.
Yes, you're right. Praetor, I beg your leave. We need to find out what's going on. Your Eminence.
Thank you.
Your Eminence, we...
Might I ask you to assist Special Inquisitor Morag in her investigation?
We have no reason to refuse, and you needn't worry about me.
I am quite grateful to hear that.
Let's go after them. Hurry.
Yeah, the typical like American dub definitely is guilty of reusing a lot of the same voice actors. Whenever I play a game with an American dub now, I play a little game to myself, and I sort of make a list of how many voice actors I recognize from Xenoblade X. Because that was the first like real big voice acted game I played. Right, let's catch up with Morag and Bridget then. See what they've got to say about this whole situation. Ah, you meant the red guy, but yeah, they are all of the Underline have the same kind of accent. That's one thing I actually really like about this game is it uses accents really well. Every Titan has its own accent. The Gormoti are Welsh, the Ardainians are Scottish, the Urayans are Australian, the Letharians are sort of northern, sort of Yorkshire area, and obviously the Blades are all American. How often does Yuri Lowenthal show up? Oh yeah, a lot. He's in like everything.
Who's responsible for this? Preparations are still ongoing. If we attack now, we could...
What have you done, Senator Roderick?
Special Inquisitor? What are you doing here?
The Emperor ordered that the dig be halted. He was very specific, Senator. If you've restarted it, you have violated His Majesty's will.
The Emperor doesn't understand Mor Ardain's urgent lack of resources. This is for the Empire.
Your patriotism is touching. But that doesn't explain why you're waging war with Urayan!
It wasn't me. I did not give that order. Even I would never dream of declaring war without His Majesty's express consent.
So who in the...
Morag!
Who are these people? Busting in here.
This is the driver of the Aegis. You are to afford him the same respect as me.
This is him? I heard the rumors, but this boy?
There are rumors now? Wow. Am I really that famous?
Do you have any idea how much it costs to repair a water tower? It's a lot.
So less famous, more infamous.
Morag? Is Mor Ardain really attacking?
They are, as much as I hate to admit it.
Tell me, what's going on?
Tricky indeed. If this escalates into all-out war...
The timing is all wrong. We can't win this fight, not now.
Sounds like you were planning to start this sooner or later, sly rat.
Maybe save the accusations for now.
But the Empire never really wanted a war, did it?
That core crystal. Don't tell me you're the...
Answer me!
You're right.
Mithra?
Who stands to gain from an Ardainian Urayan war?
Who gains... You don't mean...
Jin and Tona.
It's very possible.
But how?
Maybe just coincidence after all?
Master Pawn.
I wish I could believe that.
Inquisitor Morag, please. You are the only one who can put a stop to this.
It's a bit late for that, don't you think? But I'm not going to sit back and watch. Brigid?
Right.
Morag.
Rex, this is an Imperial matter. We can't ask for your aid in this affair.
Not if it's really a coincidence, like Tora said. But if Tona are really involved, doesn't that make this our problem too?
But...
think of it as compensation for the water tower. How's that?
I knew you'd go there.
You're so noble, it hurts.
Very well. Can I ask you to help me again?
Yep, we're on the case.
Yes, of course.
I'll accompany you.
Fan?
What's happening in Temperantia right now? It's being led by a weaponized Titan, correct? My power doesn't only affect blades, it also works against Titans. I am certain I can be of assistance. Besides? I have the strangest feeling that I'm somehow meant to be there.
Fan Lenorn. You.
So, how we get to Temperantia? If Senator Roderick is here, I assume there must be an Ardainian military vessel stationed at the port. Then we go to port and get on Ardainian Titan battleship. Alright then, there's no time to waste. Let's go. I love how they keep bringing up the water tower. Oh, it is funny. It's one of the funnier running gags, I think. Like, because in the actual Morag fight, it is a clever way for Rex to win without overpowering a clearly stronger opponent. But also, it does screw over the people of Torrigoth. So it's like, yep, gotta make him feel guilty for that. Right, I might as well just fast travel down to the ship.
And we're you.
Let us go.
Hey, remind me again why we're bringing this spanner.
Because this sounds like fun.
We're not on holiday here.
I've heard a lot about these Torna people.
They're the ones collecting core crystals, yeah?
And besides, I can't pretend this doesn't concern us too. Not when they're calling themselves Torna.
Shalad?
So, Zeke is our final driver, and the second DPS-focused driver. However, I'd say he's more of a jack of all trades, as he does decently well with basically any type of blade weapon. Somewhat ironically, with the right setup, he has the highest luck stat of any driver. Because of these two things, he tends to be my core crystal dump in the second half of the game. He has the best chances of pulling rares, and most rares will perform well on him. And the other drivers should have a good pool of blades already. Rex and Morag get plenty of guaranteed blades, and Nia only needs a few healers, which are relatively common. He gets access to Break with Ether Cannons, Topple with Great Axes and Knuckle Claws, Launch with Shield Hammer, and Smash with Mega Lance. His blade, Pandoria, is an electric element blade with a unique Big Bang Edge weapon type, which is a solid but slow DPS weapon that grants Zeke launch. Pandoria is a fairly underwhelming attacker compared to other options, but is able to pierce through guarding enemies, which can be extremely useful in certain situations. If you're in New Game Plus, Zeke and Pandoria get access to a very special power, making Pandoria one of the best blades in the game. Unfortunately, though, I'm not in New Game Plus. Her field skills are Electric Mastery, which is always useful, Lockpicking, which is nice for opening those rarer chests, and Ichthyology, which is going to get you more fish collectibles. So I would definitely like to play as Zeke. Zeke is a lot of fun. And then I think I'm going to bench Nia. I think I'm going to roll without a healer for a little bit. But anyway, you know what getting a new driver means? It means it's time to open a bunch of blades. It's the best part of the stream. So, I can't open Praxis yet, but you can probably guess that Zeke was who I was saving Praxis for. First of all, I would like to open this Divine Core Crystal, which is one of the DLC Core Crystals. Cosmos time. Oh, we can only hope.
The name's Corvin.
Zeke better still be alive. I wouldn't do that to you again, Sam. I'm not that cruel.
Your foes won't stand a chance while I'm around. Hey, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I really am that good. Catch you later.
DLC Power Creep, thy name is Corvin. Corvin is a light element blade with the unique Uchi Katana weapon, which is a clone of the Chroma Katana that grants every driver a smash art. Corvin is very powerful and easy to use. He has some of the best defenses in the game with ridiculously high evasion. He will also recharge his arts every time he evades, will fill the party gauge incredibly quickly with critical hits, has some of the strongest specials in the game, and can even heal the party with his level 1 special. There's basically nothing he can't do. His field skills are Light Mastery, Light Element is rare, so this is nice to have, Forestry, which will grant you extra tree collectibles, and Ancient Wisdom, which is used a fair bit in side quests. I definitely want to put Corvin on Zeke. Corvin is very overpowered. He's a lot better than Pandoria. Corvin 19. Is Zeke the best person for Corvin? Morag might technically be better, but I have a different katana blade that I'd like to put on Morag, so Corvin is going on Zeke for now. And I've got quite a few overdrives, so if I want to change my mind later, I can. Anyway, it's time to open Zeke's share of Legendary, so let's get 5 of these going. But Corvin's just so good that he's basically going to do well on any driver besides Nia. Nia's probably the only driver I wouldn't recommend putting him on. Just because he's a big attacker and obviously she's a healer. Okay, you're not interesting. You're a dog. And not a cute one. Oh, speaking of, I went to a pub yesterday. And there was a Doberman just behind the bar chilling. And it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Zeke is a fun playstyle due to how AoE and interrupt focused he is. I think he has either knockback or blowdown on every single weapon. Yeah, I think he does. It can be a lot of fun with the right set of blades. So I think he has a really good kit with basically every weapon. So you really can't go wrong with opening blades on him. That said, it would be nice if I could actually get some rare blades for him. Besides Corvin. Alright, come on Zeke boy, this is the one. This is the one, I'm feeling it. Maybe? Maybe? Nope. Okay. Okay, one more legendary. Okay, no luck on the legendaries. Maybe the rares will fare better. Oh, I have too many blades. I need to dump a few. Alright, let's get the ones without any secondary field skills because they are the most useless. Let's get rid of you. 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 No, no. Let's get rid of you. Oh, I can't release that one. Oh, yeah, that's Rex's first blade. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. That'll probably do for now. Okay, rares. Here we go. Let's use all the justices I have. Okay, nothing there. This better at least be dark type. Nope. So those justices were wasted. Awesome. I saw two really cool looking rare silhouettes there and I got neither of them. I swear that's always the way it goes. It just teases you with what it can't have. Let's use my one truth booster. Oh, that looks promising. No, never mind. The dog ones all have really weird silhouettes, so they kind of look like they would be rares. But then they never are. Yeah, just look, all those commons we're getting. It's very disappointing. Okay, speaking of commons, let's open these common crystals. So I was planning on opening these other legendaries and rares on Morag because she only has dark elements at the moment. But Zeke doesn't have any other rare blades besides Corvin and Pandoria, so I think I'm just going to do them all on him. Stick with what I said. Keep him as my blade dumping grounds, because Morag is going to get another blade very, very soon. Which is, I guess, slight spoilers. But he will fill out her kit nicely. Do inactive core crystals like Praxis become available with time? I think it's to do with how many enemies you defeat. It's either time or with like enemies and stuff. I'm not sure on the exact specifics. So I imagine by the time I'm done with the upcoming bit of story, Praxis should be ready to go. They get reawakened by your bloodlust. Oh, yes. Both a time limit and an enemy requirement. Right, that makes sense. Thank you for clarifying that. Right, I need to get rid of 7 blades. But yeah, blades are fed with the blood of our enemies. It sustains them. Oh, yeah, that's Suzuki. I can't release that.
Heart with a smile.
2, 3, 4, 5. These commons really are just numbers to me. I don't see them as people. 6, 7.
Goodbye.
Yeah, it does make sense. Like, that is basically their purpose. Okay. Justice boosters, here we go. This is the one. This is Cosmos. Here we go. Does the number of blades you can have include rare blades? I don't think story blades are counted, but I think rare blades are, yes. Okay, this is my last legendary. Better be something good. Oh! Oh, I know who that is!
Tum-ti-tum! Tum-ti-tum! Tum-tum! Hey! I'm Electra! Zippy-zippy-zappy! Wow! I don't know how things will turn out, but I'll do my best.
So, I believe Electra is based on the Japanese thunder god. And she's adorable. Unfortunately, she's a shield hammer, so she's pretty terrible. She's one of the worst blades in the game. At least I got a rare, though, so it's better than nothing. Yeah, she is very small. You managed to beat the final boss with her in your party. Well, just because a party member is bad doesn't mean you can't make it work. I feel like there has become a bit of a culture with RPGs these days where they're like, oh, if you don't min-max, you know, you're never going to succeed. But that's not the case. Like, it's very doable to make things work with just the characters you like. Have all the small ones now. Counting Boreas as small in spirit. Yeah, he is very, very small in spirit. But yeah, I have Finch, I have Cassandra. So yeah, I think I've got all the small ones. Trying to think if there's any smalls I've missed. Got Florin. Florin's pretty small. Okay, I think Electra might be the only one I'm getting today. Oh yeah, Ursula. I have Ursula as well. Yeah. I deliberately forgot about Ursula. We shall not mention her name. Oh, Maybe. 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 No. So, I have now burnt through all of the core crystals I got from the DLC. All 25 legendaries, all 20 rares. They've all been used. I suppose I should probably put a third blade on Zeke. I guess it's going to have to be Electra. I suppose I could take a common.
Let's sock it to him.
But Electra can get a bit of a showcase, I guess. Right, is there a core chip shop round here? I'm not sure that there is. Oh, no, there is. Here we go. Okay, I'll definitely get the tri-chip for Corvin. Electra. I don't want to put too much money into Electra, but yeah, screw it. She can have that one. Mithra. Wolfric. Rock. Rigid. Percy. Oh, I've not been I've not been putting any of these on. Oh. Cassandra. Poppy. Oh, there's Dromark as well. I forgot about Dromark. She'll do great. Well, it's not that she doesn't do damage fast, it's that she can't maintain aggro. Which I suppose on Zeke isn't really an issue because he isn't a tank, but... Alright, let's get these core chips on. Oh, I didn't have one for Pandoria, did I? No. So you had a tri-chip. You had a rhombus chip. You had a tri-chip. You had a tri-chip. You had a tri-chip. You had a rhombus chip. And I think that's all of them. Yep. Yeah, okay, that was all of them. Okay, should probably look at Ort's cores for these as well. Pandoria, you have 3 slots. Guess you can take shoulder to shoulder. That's a decent effect. Critical up, why not? And then, what else have I got? I guess break resist could be handy. Okay, I'm running out of alt scores. I guess you can take a shoulder to shoulder at least. And Shackleblade, you know, I'm just sticking whatever I have left on him. Electra, oh, I guess you can have that. Alright, are there any Ort's cores that I can open up? None of these are really that good. Art's aggro boost. Actually, that'd be good for Electra. Let's do this one. The rest of these, though, eh. Oh, fusion combo. That's a good one. I've got 2 of those. Let's definitely get that going. Block rate. I'd rather have the aggro on Electra. Hunter's chemistry, though. That's good. That's a good one. Getting to max affinity quick is a good thing. A very good thing. Aggro attack up. Yeah, let's do that. Element or Prioritizer could be handy, actually. Let's do that one. Okay, let's put these ones on. It's got to be better than what I have. I'm not the biggest fan of the Orcs core system. I wish you could just craft them without needing to find them first. It's just like an extra step that we didn't really need. Right, you can take a fusion combo. Electra, you can definitely have the Arts aggro boost. Then Corvin, you can take the Hunter's Chemistry, fusion combo, and the, where was it? Element or Prioritizer. Okay, this should do nicely. I'm feeling like I'm ready to move on. Got a bunch of new stuff to try out. New driver, new blades. Well, no, 2 new blades. 3 new blades, actually, yeah. Not just Electra. We've got Corvin and Pandoria as well. You're heading to Temperantia? Well, just give the word and we can prepare a Titan ship for you. Then let's set sail at once.
Lady Morag, greetings. I have news from the front. Our Titan weapon has crossed the central border. It's advancing at about 40 Titan pets per hour.
I want to get in front of it. Is there a suitable place to dock?
There's a bay fairly close by. If you dock there, you should be able to get to the cliffs above it.
Understood. Go!
Yes, ma'am.
So, Temperantia is an incredibly morbid area. It's the fossilized corpse of a Titan just floating in the cloud sea. It's quite dark when you actually think about what it is.
Fishy, fishy.
It also happens to be the ruins of the nation of Judicium that we've heard so much about. This is where flesh eaters were created. And you know what? While we're walking around, we might as well listen to the music here.
What's here? Even the darkest night is followed by a dawn.
Morning, all!
It's not my favourite area theme in the game, but I think it fits the area and the tone of what's happening very, very well. Right, I need to plug in my controller. Gotta love the low battery thing popping up and breaking my immersion. So glad it didn't happen during a cutscene. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this place is a really good spot for farming Blunter, especially in the late game. Alright, let's go for a silver cylinder.
Oh, I can't wait! Huh. Time!
Nailed it!
Alright! Oh man, did I come up with a loaded guff again?
Hey, it's another Aligo. I love these guys.
Nearly seems worth bothering.
Right, let's see how Zeke plays. Oh, you got it in the yeah, I forgot you got it in the credits. That's the best place for it. I mean, it pops up so much during Skyward Sword that it would be wrong if they didn't put it in the credits. Right, you know what? I should probably sort out Zeke's arts and skills as well, because I imagine he has a bunch of SP to catch up on. Yeah, let's quickly do that. Right, definitely want that. Definitely want that. Where's the Y one? There. So he can have that as well.
This is my true power.
Unlock level 2. Get the Y art. Awesome. Where's his X art? His B art, sorry. There. Right. We'll have that.
The eye of shining justice is throbbing.
Zeke, I don't want to know about your appendage that's throbbing. If this Titan is dead, why is it still here? So this one just happens to float. So not all of them that die sink below the clouds. It's implied, obviously Judicium were doing a lot with experimentation with Titans and stuff, so it could be something that they did that caused it to still float. I don't think it's ever explained why, it just happens to still be floating.
This is my true power. Oh yeah.
Rexy boy. Take that one. Morag.
As it should be.
Tora. Okay, Tora needs all of this.
Piece of cake. Time for a break.
It's not time for a break, Tora. You need to be training more. You're falling behind. And then finally, Nia. Nia.
Not bad at all.
Okay, that'll do for everyone for now, I think. Zeke boy, let's take a look at your arts. Yeah, Zeke is amazing. I love him so much. Ultimate Lightning Fury / Max. Yes, I would like that. I'm going to get rid of Overload Thunderbeam. But Zeke is the character we all wanted and didn't know. No, we didn't want him, we needed him. Him just being in the game takes this game from like a 2 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. Who's he actually? Right, so he's got Corvin on, so let's level up those. Oh, can't level up Corvin. Right, I can level up. I can't level up Electra. Wonderful. Right, that'll do for now. Let's get on with this. We've delayed for long enough. Jin has probably declared war like 3 times over by now.
Let's see.
Hello, Mogan Hawks. Yeah, they went down nice and easy.
Separate walks of life united on the same front. I'm starting to warm to this idea.
Alright, I'd like to slip past you. I don't want to waste too much time on these random wildlife creatures.
Let's see.
In my experience,
I would like the minerals though. I like gemstones. They're very pretty. Rising Dragon Rock. That sounds awesome. Right, managed to slip through. Nice.
Looks like we've
Never mind.
Rolling smack. Get back. Got it well in hand.
Right, let's go for the launch. Go for the launch. Cutting it close. Ah, didn't quite get it. Yeah, Pandoria's arts can be quite slow, so you've really got to practice your timing well, otherwise you're not going to land them properly. It's probably the biggest downside to her. Alright, that's enough of a showcase for her. Let's switch over to Corvin, because Corvin is anything but slow. Corvin really is one of the best blades in the game. He is obscenely broken. The DLC power creep was very real for Xenoblade 2.
How awful.
They didn't stand a chance.
Look, over there.
Watch out! Here it comes!
Everyone, okay?
Just about, I think.
We have to stop it.
How do we do that?
On its back, there's an Ardainian drive mechanism. If we can somehow sever the cables connecting it to each leg, its energy supply will be cut off. It'll stop.
Lady Mithra, I presume you'll be able to destroy them.
Good plan.
Sure, that sounds like a feasible measure. That is, if we don't mind reducing the whole area to ashes.
What do you mean?
I read instruction manuals. It's my job to know these things. The weapon is powered by vaporized Titan bodily fluids. The gas it makes is completely unstable. The slightest shock and we have a giant explosion on our hands. There was an accident here just 3 months ago because we didn't see how unstable it was.
If we just attacked without realizing that...
Oh, damn it!
Why make a weapon that dangerous?
As long as we got the weapon inside enemy lines. Destroying the weapon would destroy them too. That was the justification given.
That's so cold, it's almost impressive.
That's exactly why the Emperor called a halt to the excavation.
Can we gather the people on board?
The control center is protected by 10 layers of armor. The chances of it being breached or destroyed are low. But that armor is limited. It doesn't entirely cover the energy cables.
So, it's them or nothing.
How we get up on Titan's back?
Up ahead. There's a spot where the cliff juts out. If we can get up there, we'll be able to jump onto its back.
But if our timing's off, we go head first down to the bottom of the cliff.
And we'd have to make it across, avoiding its attacks all the while.
I'll take care of it.
Fan?
I mean, I'll stop the Titan moving. While it's stopped, you all jump onto its back.
Fan, you... All right then. But you better be careful.
Don't worry. I will.
Then let's go.
An entrance like that, who could it be? Hey, Renly! How you doing? Welcome to stream. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, so this thing is actually shooting at us, and you can take damage from this. This kind of thing is rare in Xenoblade games. It's pretty cool.
Looks like
oh! Hello. I don't think it shot you at us. Yeah, you can see even not very upgraded, Corvin is doing an obscene amount of damage. Thought he was like Fan. No. No, the character's name is Fan. Oh god, I'm nearly dead. Oh. Yeah, the shots killed me.
That was poorly judged.
Wonderful. Oh, it got me closer.
Almost there.
She'll be fine. Trust me.
Now, let's move!
Yeah! We just need to cut that. What?
An independent defense mechanism. Ardainian technology. My apologies.
Why would you even bloody make something like that?
Rich later, fight now.
So this boss fight is a bit of a roadblock for some people, because this thing is just infinitely healing itself. It's impossible to kill it right now. What you want to do is change your target to these cables behind it. Let's get everyone targeting them.
Always have been.
Oh, ow. Seem to be doing just fine. Getting knocked on my ass. Oh, I forgot this thing could shackle.
Pull yourself together. It stopped.
Yes, seems like it.
It's you. I thought it might be.
Jin!
I knew it.
So this is Jin, leader of Torna. I am Fan Lenoren. As envoy of Praetor Amalthus, I am bringing you into custody.
How ironic that you should speak his name with that face, oblivious to everything, even your own identity.
What? Do you know something about...
And you, Aegis. Don't you dare stand there, acting like you're not involved in all this.
Alright. Then tell me this. Why are you, who fought alongside us to defeat Malos, now standing by his side?
Jin fought against him.
It's very simple. I realized he had the right of it. That's all.
I don't think it's as simple as that at all.
So clever. You always were too clever for your own good.
Sorry. That's just the way I am.
Mithra! Don't tell me!
Yes. He's a blade too. He was the strongest blade in Torna, until it fell in the war.
It fell, says the girl who sang it.
A blade?
There were none stronger, yet none kinder either. And no one who hated to fight more than him. Why, Jin? What changed?
What if I told you it was your fault?
Mine.
If you hadn't sealed yourself away, then she'd still.
Oh. So that's it.
That core crystal!
A color. It's like blood.
Careful. That crystal isn't normal.
Put away your sword. My ability is to restrict a blade's every action. As long as you are a blade, there is nothing you can do to escape its clutch.
Wait, restricting Blade's powers? Then before, was that...
Go ahead and try.
Alright, it's finally time to fight the big man himself. Here we go. Alright, there's the topple. Is anyone going for the launch? Doesn't look like it. Right, don't want to attack while he's doing that because he will just automatically launch us. That attack is a bitch to deal with. And the AI is too stupid to stop attacking. Okay, let's go for the level 2 here. But I am not doing well on the button mashing today. I think my thumb's feeling a bit numb.
I'm still getting stronger.
How is he still moving? Even that Petroka girl couldn't withstand it.
No, it's working. His powers are certainly limited now. But Jin, he's one of the most powerful blades in history.
Even so, we can beat him. We just have to work together.
I don't think so.
What? Fan!
You are no slave. Be free now.
Fan. No. No. Why? Jin! Why the hell would you do this? What good does it do you?
Why, you ask? Then let me ask you this. Blades are granted phenomenal power from our Creator on high, yet we are doomed to never remember. Why?
What?
The accumulation of memories is what allows mankind, no, all life to grow, change, evolve. But blades are fleeting. When we return to our cores, our memories are lost, our growth snatched away forever.
People aren't so different.
Man's life too has an end, yes. However, though each individual life is fleeting, you pass on your memories, allowing you to grow as a species, as a culture. Why does Indal control all the core crystals? By controlling the moment of every blade's birth, they enslave our entire kind. How is that fair? We have no culture because Indal decrees it. Because that's what your kind do.
Jin!
Why are you the masters and we the slaves? It is we who embody the very nature of this world.
Blades embody the world. I don't get what you're...
If you saw the last state of humanity, you'd understand. Now that you have come this far, there can be no turning back. But I'm afraid your journey ends here.
What?
Why now?
Hey, now's our chance!
Huh?
What are you standing around for? Show that scumbag what's what!
What?
It's Akos.
Malos sent me. Time to make an exit. Ready?
Who says we're going to let you go?
You really don't understand, do you? You really think this is over?
What the? How? We cut the bloody cable!
Certainly. But some energy still remains deep in its core. Don't you see? It's like a blade weapon. Well, you seem busy. I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Wait!
Rip Fan, she was too pure for this world. Right, now we can actually kill this thing.
This is unexpected.
No effect.
Yep.
Okay, let's go for the level 2 hit. Oh, never mind.
This is unexpected.
No effect.
Yeah, I'm really not doing very well on those. Okay, that's not ideal.
Chin up, everyone.
Let me do it.
Right, let's go for the level 3 and then finish it with a chain attack. And then I think we've got this. Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's go for Corbin then.
You're up, chum. Don't mind if I do.
Ray of punishment.
It's up to you, more.
Then let's go Bridget, break the orb.
We ain't done yet.
That was better. Nice.
You're up, chum.
Let's go for World Frick. Let's exploit that weakness.
It's up to you, Morag.
As planned.
Will o' the Wisp. Gotta keep my friends safe.
Experience begets wisdom.
I don't get it. I'm meant to be a driver now. I have a blade of my own. But I couldn't do anything. Fan. Nothing's changed. I'm just as weak as I've always been. Jin, what happened to make you like this?
What is that?
Dad. Urayan army. So many of them. What?
No! Shit! Who gave that damn order?
At this rate, I don't think there's any stopping them.
How so?
They think more Ardain attacked them illegally, with no declaration of war.
This is bad. If someone doesn't explain what's really going on.
But there's no time for that.
So what? We just give up?
Heavy cannons. That's Uriah's main weapon.
Here too. More Ardain also readying artillery.
I don't care if we're not gonna make it in time. We need to get to Uriah.
Right.
Wait!
Say what you want about Amalthus, but my god, the man knows how to make an entrance.
You little scamp.
Do you know how much the core you took was worth? I stole it from the castle. 3 years it took me to get it. And now...
Please! She's barely 10 years old!
Silence! Stay out of it! If you die, it'll be as good as new. You brought this on yourself.
From now on, I'll protect you. I'll keep you safe. Always. My name is Jin. What's yours?
Laura.
It seems like sending outcasts was the right choice. You alright?
I've been through worse. I can handle it.
Jin, I swear I'll make your dream come true. So stop putting yourself at risk.
There's still time.
Is that part of your dream, too? What are we, in the end? This hunger I feel, this thirst, is it really my own? Or is it someone else's? Sometimes I can't tell. Tell me, Jin, are you really here? I don't know where I really am.
You're starting to sound like a human.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps we're not so different after all. Humans and blades.
What's the deal with this ceasefire?
A tribunal, it looks like. Praetor Amalthus is here in person. And who's going to argue with the Praetor?
Does he have any clue how many men we lost? If those Ardainians get away with this, architect, damn it.
Quit your grumbling, mate. All this is way beyond our pay grade.
You got that right. We're all just faceless cannon fodder to the bigwigs. CO says jump, we jump.
Morning, folks. Everyone sleep well? Not a wink. Figured as much. Let's take a nice walk over to the hall where the emergency summit's being held. Clear our heads a little. Someone's got to escort Morag over there, right? I think I would be perfectly capable of finding my own way. And Mithra's meant to be attending too, right? Apparently, yes. See, we might as well all head over. I guess you're right. Let's go then. Oh, let's take a look at that. So yeah, it looks like Amalthus is doing his bit to try and clear up this situation. How successful he'll be? Well, I guess it remains to be seen. Yeah, we're definitely past the point where Xenoblade 2 really starts picking up, though. So, from here on out, we ain't going to be slowing down. The train just keeps moving. Well, we've got a slight detour coming up. You'll see. God, that mural is really pretty. I think it's meant to be the World Tree. Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. And so are you, Mithra, remember? I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers with the others and wait for us. No problems. Be careful in there, okay, Mithra? Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire. Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
The Crown Prince? The prodigal Prince of Tantal.
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the World Tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that ourselves.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the Architect.
Now, it seems More Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Urayan. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating. I ask that we not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King Eulogimenus Tantal.
Can confirm ex-Chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks, and in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive, believe me. That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness. This is a dire situation.
"6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself...
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So, Your Eminence, the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction. I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Morning, folks. You're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Pretty much. Fan's state funeral is to be held today, is it not? Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in Ceres Plaza, right outside the Sanctum. You'll be going, right, chum? Yes, it would be wrong for me not to. Ceres Plaza very not far away. Time to go. Quick, quick. Mastopon, so bossy sometimes. Right, well, I see no reason to delay. Let's go to this funeral. Should just be down here.
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you to be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I kid. Sheesh. It's weird though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth? I mean Cole. He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh eater. I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
But now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But fans isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
That was quite the grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indal won't be an easy position to replace. Hey, Rex, what are you going to do from here on out? If we're going to reach the World Tree, we'll need the Praetor's help, but... Master Rex, there you are. Praetor Amalthus wishes to speak with you. He is waiting in the audience chamber. That's perfect timing then. Maybe he wants to talk about the World Tree. I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there is only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves over to the audience chamber then. I wonder what did happen to Fan's core. Wherever could it be? Right, is there a skip travel point any closer? Yes, no, there isn't. Never mind. Gonna have to walk all the way, my favourite thing. Oh, well, we get to appreciate some more of this pretty architecture and art. It's very grand, this place. I'll try not to run into the bush. That's not going to speed me up. Alright, nearly there.
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with the crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the World Tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the World Tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds. This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
So Zeke, you're going to be guiding us to Tantal, right? Sure am. But let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff. Back to our room? Got it. Hey, Maximus, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And yeah, that music is really good. It's one of my favourite tracks in the game. Alright, thankfully, I do have a skip travel point for here. Don't have to walk all the way back.
Let's get going.
We've prepared your rooms. I presume you'll be wanting to take your leave soon. Please make sure you're well rested before you set out once more.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell, lad, you? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty and nostalgia. Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Right, let's head for Goitius Port. Can we make it a leisurely walk? I guess. Why? It's been yonks since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Indal as my home so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. You can be shockingly sentimental sometimes. I know, shocking, isn't it? Shut up, you two. Gonna take some Indaline presents for the folk you haven't seen in a while? Ha! As if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking to Goitius Port. You could grab a swig of Odifa along the way. They don't have that stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance. I said shut up already! Alright, let's head down to the port then. I love the logistics of skip travel. I'm travelling past where I need to go and then walking backwards.
Okay, let's make a start.
Gotta love game logic.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Mor Ardain and Urayan.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get them to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indal not to be privy to.
Besides, Urayan doesn't like to associate too closely with Indal. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, your majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
Yeah, Neo-Zeke banter is the best. Their dialogue's so funny. I love kitty no-mates.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil.
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this, if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
On top of everything, everyone's favourite Nopon is back. Oh, I love Banner so much. I'm glad we get more of him. Right, we have some witnesses to speak to. People who might know some information. Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? Well, I saw these weird bird people. Not like Nopon, a bit bigger than that, and really, birdy looking. I think I saw pictures of them before in a picture book, but I can't remember what they're called. Tirkin, right? That's it, they're called Tirkin. Thanks, that was really bugging me. But what would a bunch of Tirkin be doing in a place like this? Cheers. Okay, then we got this guy over here, Askel. It's an interesting name. Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? I do wonder. Myself, I am Ardainian, yet I live under the protection of Indol. And the Urayans and Gormoti here, for instance, seem to get along just as well. But just take a look at those lot. Clutching their tools of conflict and fixing one another with the coldest of stares. They can't even have a civil discussion short of holding a banquet like this. Don't you think it's absurd? If they have the time to be wasting on such extravagances, they should use it to save their own suffering people. It does frustrate me. Sometimes I think the people running these nations could learn a thing or two from our camp. Okay, well he wasn't useful. You definitely remember this bit. Yeah, this bit is very memorable. In very much the same way that Chapter 4 is memorable. There's a guy all the way down here. Olinda? Have you heard about anything untoward going on at the Urayan Ardainian Summit? Perhaps there are untoward intentions on the more Ardain side. Frankly, I would expect it. But I can assure you that we of Urayan have no intentions of trying anything funny. The word of Queen Rakura is absolute. We trust in our queen, and as she wills it, we gladly put our weapons aside. So there is no need for concern. Oh, I see. Of course, if the queen ordered me to take up arms, I would gladly fight tooth and nail against those Ardainian dogs. You would do well not to forget that. Cheers. So this guy basically went, yeah, I'm willing to murder people. I'm willing to commit a hate crime against another nation, and Zeke's just like, cool, thanks, mate. Thanks for that information. Is this an Indoline over here? Pastiche. Have you heard about anything untoward going on at the Urayan Ardainian Summit? There was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had a Nopon fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we do not handle such items here, of course, and he left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting. Thanks. Okay. There's some people up here. Is that Nopon named Sniffify? That's an amazing name. Hey, you heard about anything suspicious going down at the Urayan Ardainian summit? There's certainly something not quite right going on. I saw a very large wooden box being transported onto the Titan battleship. It was accounted for in the inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem. But I honestly can't imagine what they would want such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Cheers. He spoke to us without even looking at us. We could have been anyone. Hey, you heard about anything suspicious going down at the Urayan Ardainian summit? The Ardainian Titan battleship has extremely sturdy defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon in this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will only be attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. I can't imagine how any miscreant could hope to get close to the VIPs to harm them, even if they wanted to. A lot of people are on edge, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. Thanks. Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? Nothing untoward is going on in the Ardainian army, I assure you. Those who have come to Indol belong to the Karaig Imperial Guard, elite soldiers who have sworn solemn oaths to protect the Emperor. So if anything suspicious were going on, I'd venture it would have to be on the Urayan side. I find it difficult to tell what those people are thinking sometimes. Cheers. Renatio, what do you have to say? Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? In the current climate, I fear almost anything could happen. Can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. It pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. I am sure all upstanding Indoline citizens resent its presence. Why can Ardain and Urayan not cease all this foolish conflict and simply submit themselves to the will of Indol? Okay, yeah, that was a bit... That was a bit totalitarian. Let's hope he never gets into power. Classic Indol. Oh yeah. Fade Liko. Hey, you heard about anything suspicious going down at the Urayan Ardainian summit? Oh, I have a good one for you. Let's hear the details. Some kind of ingredients with a monstrously foul odor were carried into the Ardainian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, the lot of them. I don't know what they're for, but it can't be your average recipes. Thanks. That actually reminds me, I love cooking a lot, but sometimes, depending on what I'm cooking, the stench just gets stuck in my clothes. And I have a big thing with OCD, and smells is a big trigger for me. So it's like, even though I know I've washed my hands like 20 times, I can just smell it on me still, and it just bugs me. Nira, I love your voice. Nira, think high probability banner lying low somewhere in Indol. Nira, just pray we're able to blow this case wide open before Queen Rakura arrive. Roger that. Nira, counting on you. Know anything about a black market merchant who's been up to no good here in Indol? Problems at the summit? A ridiculous notion. This summit will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. This door is the only entrance, and it will not be opened until just before the summit to admit Queen Rakura. We have not allowed a single suspicious individual to pass this point. As such, there is no need to fear attack from within either. Thanks. Imagine cutting onions and not washing your hands immediately. Yeah, I have to. If I don't wash my hands immediately, it's going to bug me all day. Because that smell is strong. That just sinks in. You need a real thorough wash to get rid of it. Sometimes I wish I could just not like onions, because then I'd never have to deal with it. But I love onions. They taste really good. Oh, I had so at a party I went to last night, they made some homemade onion rings, and my god, they were gorgeous. They were so good. I'm not even the biggest fan of onion rings, but these ones were just absolutely divine. Thank you, Poppy, for posting the social medias. You know, just let's get the plug going. If you want to join the Discord, everyone would be more than welcome. Where the hell am I meant to be going? Ah, yes, it's here, isn't it? We've gathered quite a bit of information now. Yeah, and plenty of it blatantly bogus, but there were some rumours in there that did bug me a bit. Time to sort out the real dirt from the baseless suspicion. Ooh, detective time! First, we clear up basic premise. Who is targeting Summit of Nations? Is former Chairman Banner Masterpon forget already? No, Tora not that stupid. It's traditional for deducings to start by listing information everybody know. Proper flow is for Rex to think carefully and provide answer. Okay. On to the next basic premise then. Where is the summit to be held? Well, it's clearly the Ardainian Titan battleship. It's inside the Titan battleship from Mor Ardain. Yes, that's right. It seems like Banner is planning an assassination, but what method do you think he might be using? Well, there was a lot of talk of poison. I think the method might be poison. Yeah, the ship's totally secure from the outside, and only trustworthy people will be attending after all. I guess the only method that really leaves is tampering with the food. But when would the poison be added, and to what exactly? It's got to be the meal at the banquet, right? Yes, I can hardly imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. I'd quite like to see Morag and Bridget try cooking for a banquet. And someone was saying they'd seen lots of weird ingredients being carried inside, right? Indeed they were. Suspicious big box carried inside too. Could the strong flavoured ingredients be to hide the taste of the poison? You're sharp, Rex. I'd bet that's exactly what they're for. The only question left is who will be carrying out the poisoning itself. Let's see now. Could it be those Tirkin? The ones that girl was talking about. Banner used Tirkin as minions before. Tora remember from Artificial Blade Factory in Mor Ardain. I can see how they might be more convenient for him than hiring professional assassins then. Yeah, but you think Tirkin know the first thing about cooking? I don't know about that. Listen, I think we're just going around in circles here. If we know someone is probably going to poison the food, why don't we go check out the battleship itself? Good point. Regardless of who's carrying it out, we should act fast if we're going to stop this plot. That's settled then. Everybody, go to Dining Hall of Ardainian Battleship. Sure, Morag and Bridget doing the cooking would end well. Yeah, we saw how that went. It would go just as well as Mithra doing it. So this battleship is basically a smaller, copy-pasted version of the one from Gormott. The main hangar's the same, and there's a few of the same rooms, but it's not a fully fledged dungeon like that one. I believe it's only temporarily here for this bit of the chapter as well. I don't think it's a permanent fixture. At least they might be able to make edible food, true.
And arrived.
Alright, through here.
This is where we were going.
I believe these rooms over here were where Nia were being held in the other Titan battleship.
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Don't play dumb! Poison! That food is poisoned!
Poison? You kids crazy in brains! We're past talking! Quick, grab them!
Yeah!
I'm not sure I feel comfortable with this, but let's fight him.
Rolling smash!
Take this!
I love their little hats. It's adorable. Let's get the level 2 going. That's one of them down. Oh yeah, Mithra's cooking is a thing that needs to be seen to be believed.
Yeah! Let me do it. Okay, watch this.
Okay, I think that's the last one. Nice.
Please wait!
Papoonin, what are you doing here?
What silly question! It's Papoonin who hire a world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons!
World famous?
Gourmet chefs.
More Ardain, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin work wings to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
So you mean...
These guys are...
Just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
Then this food is actually...
Delicious! I could eat this stuff forever!
What friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste!
Sorry! We really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense friends talk? I demand compensation. Friends have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spent on this.
An explosion?
From where?
Hey, what's going on?
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
The Queen is here? This is it?
Rex, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
Hey, wait! Hey, no running away! Compensation!
Can I just say, I feel really bad for Tirkin, because they're clearly a sentient species. The first game, they're treated entirely as enemies, you never get to speak to them, you just kill them all the time. And in this game, we run in here while they're minding their own business, doing their job. We assume they're criminals because of their race, and then just assault them. They deserve better. They really do deserve better. I really hope one day we get a playable Tirkin party member, because I think that would be a lot of fun. They're adorable little guys.
Who are you, villain? Is this some underhanded Ardainian trick?
Wrong! But also right. Truth is complicated. Anyhow, here is where Queen died. If it looks like Queen killed by more Ardain, me in the money again!
That voice. Banner from the Argentum Guild.
Correct! Top marks for the Queen!
But you were unseated as chairman.
It's not so easy to get rid of Banner. Trade Guild of Argentum belong to Banner, down to last screw, last drop of oil!
Hold it, Banner!
You! Rex! Nah! Banner not let Rex interfere with plans! Again and again! Banner not stand for this!
Master Pawn, that artificial blade.
It... Rosa! Meh. Tora feel much greater power than before. Especially from mark on forehead.
What's going on? What's that?
Even Emperor comes straight to Banner. Convenient little mob to play.
Come on, Banner. Cut the bad guy talk and accept you've lost. You know you won't get away with it. What with all these witnesses here?
If Banner simply kill everyone, then nobody blah! Victory of Banner is assured!
You know, we can't let you do that!
You think you handle the power of upgraded Giga Rosa? Things go very different this time!
Yeah, I love how they build up this like really complicated poison plot. Make Banner seem like a competent villain, but nope! Giant robot, again! Also, they somehow made Rosa even more ridiculous. Just slapping a giant G on her forehead. The world will be a better place when there's Tirkin Hunter and Igna Beastmaster party members. Oh, an Igna Beastmaster would be awesome, actually. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Alright, let's go for the electric. Oh yeah, they definitely hinted at this a lot, and the party were like, nope, totally a poison. Right, Rex, if you'd like to go for the topple. Get the launch.
Let's do it.
Fire, be my sword. Much stronger.
Not bad at all.
How? Even Giga Rosa defeated by these nasty meddling kids.
This ends here, Banner. You are under arrest. The Praetorium will handle the judgment. Assassination is a serious matter. Your sentence will be harsh.
So the mercantile genius Banner meets an inglorious end before my very eyes. Pitiful.
Banner is... Banner is not kind of man to go down like this. If I go down, I take you with me.
Watch out! Aegeon! As you wish.
Niall Ardainian, you sought to protect us?
I'm glad.
Majesty! Majesty! Your Majesty, please, no!
Your Majesty, I have failed you.
It can't be. To protect us, you... Please, wake up. Niall! Niall!
Morag.
Dromark,
Yes?
distract the others.
Distract? I'm not sure I... No. My lady, you cannot.
There's still time. Hurry!
Yes, my lady. There are more of them!
Where?
What'd you say?
This way! The rest of you should get to safety.
Chum! I'm on it!
You are...
Shh. You're gonna be fine.
What do you mean, imagined it? You got us all in a proper tizzy.
My apologies. I thought I spied silhouettes. I did not mean to cause trouble.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey, you guys! His Majesty the Emperor is awake.
What?
Can it be?
Majesty?
I apologize for making you worry.
Majesty! It's a miracle.
When Aegean returned to his core, I was certain we had lost you.
Honestly, you call yourselves soldiers. First aid? Anyone heard of it?
But his wounds...
Just scratches. Nothing me and Dromark can't handle.
You saved... Thank you, Nia. I truly don't know how to... I will never be able to repay you for what you...
Oh, don't sweat it. Let's just say you owe me one. That'll do fine, right?
Nia. You shouldn't be up. It's only been one day. Please don't strain yourself.
Half a day off and look at all this paperwork. I swear, it's like they don't want me to sleep at all.
Majesty.
Special Inquisitor, I hereby issue you new orders. It is my wish that you travel with the Aegis as an emissary of the Empire. Guard her, and defend her against her enemies until she reaches Tantal.
Guard the Aegis?
I've already discussed it with His Eminence.
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I cannot accept. Just think about what happened yesterday. It would be sheer foolishness for me to leave your side.
Is that so?
Huh?
I can see it in your eyes. It's clear that the Aegis, or rather, that boy, has made a great impression on you.
That's not... I am your Special Inquisitor. Ensuring Your Majesty's safety is my only concern. To abandon that duty and go traveling... Is this... Aegeon's?
A driver who cannot even protect himself is no driver at all. Yesterday's events have made me keenly aware that I have no aptitude for it. It will be of more use in your hands.
Majesty.
The world is changing, Morag. I trust you more than anyone to lend that boy the wisdom and strength he will need. I miss it, you know. Lake Util and Gormott.
What?
Remember when the two of us would shake off the servants and go swimming there?
Yes. Of course.
Kids from the nearby village would come too. Good times.
Majesty.
If more Ardain, no, the whole of All Rest, could be like that again, wouldn't it be beautiful?
Is that my new duty then?
In truth, it should have been you sitting in this chair right now.
The Imperial line has always passed from father to son. On the day your Majesty was born, that's exactly what happened. I knew that day would come. It came as no surprise.
You were raised by my father to take the throne of the Empire, as befits the daughter of my Lord Uncle Andrig.
And I am grateful for it. If not for him, I would never have met Bridget. Never have met them. I'd have missed out on so much.
There. Those are your true feelings. A magnificent power resides in you. Morag, power like yours exists to be used.
Niall.
You've been tied down long enough. Follow your heart, Morag Lidair.
I have no words. Thank you, Your Majesty. Very well then. I hereby accept the task you have assigned to me.
That's the Morag I know and love. Make me proud.
So that's how it is. It seems our paths continue to entwine.
That's awesome news. To be honest, I was really hoping there was some way you could stick around. I was just thinking of asking you myself.
Saved you the trouble, did I?
That you did. Thanks a bunch, Morag.
I can't help but feel that in all the confusion surrounding Banner, our concerns have been neatly swept aside.
The Praetorium maintains absolute control over blade distribution. It is quite vexing.
Awakening rates from natural cores are very low, which limits the pool of compatible drivers.
So to create large numbers of drivers, the cleansing Indol provides is a necessity. That much I'm willing to accept. The real problem is the fact that the Aegis has awakened. Now, this is no time to be squabbling over territory. If we misread the situation even a little, Urayan itself could be sunk to the Cloud Sea's bed. Emperor Niall must surely be thinking the same thing. That's why he sent his precious Morag to shepherd them along.
And now we find ourselves in their debt.
Who could have predicted such an act of selflessness? Was it just the passion of youth? Or was it...
My liege?
In any case, for now we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation. I hardly expect Tantal will comply with the Praetor's plan so easily either.
Well, there we go. The gang's finally all properly together. Took him long enough. So I really enjoy Banner as a villain. He's fun and goofy, and he perfectly fits the tone of the first half of the game. But that is him done. And although it looks like he blew himself up, he's not dead. If you do some side quests later on, you find out that he's somehow survived that. I don't think they explain how he survived it. He just did. maybe I'll get to show that off at some point. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think that's where I'm going to call it for today. Next time, I'll be carrying on with Chapter 6 and heading to Zeke's homeland, the Kingdom of Tantal, in order to open the way to the World Tree. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back tomorrow with some more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and then I'll be back on Monday with some Minecraft, as it's once again that time of the month where Ben and Sam join me and we do some multiplayer. So, if you aren't already following those two guys, go check them out. They are good friends of mine and wonderful streamers, and you won't regret spending a couple of hours over on their channel. Anyway, I think that'll do it. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.